My name is Tommy Springfield, and I got another great video today. A couple weeks ago, I did a video on white people wanting to use the N-word. Was it freedom of speech or being racist? And I agree. It's freedom of your speech. If you want to use the word, you can, you know. But I also said there's consequences to that shit. You can be tough and you can be bold and go around calling people the N-word, but when you get your ass whooped, you need to stand on that. You need to not play victim. You need to not call the police. You need to stand on it. So here's a video on what happens when white people go around using the N-word. And white folks, you should watch this and learn from this. You have freedom of speech.
You just wanna feel. Nobody can tell me what to do.
But those people you using that word to gonna exercise that same prerogative. They not gonna worry about going to jail or retaliation. They gonna put foot to ass. Enough talking. Let's get to the video.
Video surface.
And as you can see, that's him laid out cold, butt ass naked, after using the N-word and imitating like he was throwing gang signs. So white America, go ahead, exercise your freedom of speech. And black folks is gonna exercise their freedom of foot to ass.
Of a man police say might have been a victim of a hate crime. This happened after officers say an intoxicated man walked into a Marshall County club and used the N-word when referring to the patrons.
Investigators say
that's where I have a problem, right? Oh, he might be a victim of a hate crime, but the police tells you he goes into a bar and start using the N-word. Isn't he the one starting the hate crime? Isn't he the one participating in the hate crime? Like, that kills me.
that the bar is also a problem spot. They say that they respond to it several times every weekend.
Fox 13.
Okay, what responding to the bar several times a week got to do with this white man going in there throwing the N-word around? Please, like, explain that. Let's talk about that. Let's get to that part.
Daniel Wilkerson is live outside CJ's Lounge on Memphis Street in Holly Springs. So, Daniel, how is this man police are calling a victim?
Daryl and Darcy, good evening to you. Good evening to you at home. They say he didn't go to the hospital until today. He believes he may have a broken jaw. Meanwhile, CJ's Lounge is now closed. Police say they were operating without a beer or a business license. Holly Springs police say cell phone footage they provided to Fox 13 News shows a Tippah County man who has been stripped naked. They say the people who attacked him are seen pouring on him what investigators believe to be beer. Officers say seconds before, they hit, kicked, and stumped nearly every part of his body.
As it should have been. Like, you know, there's this white lady. She used the N-word. She started a GoFundMe. She made $1 million off the N-word, calling a little kid the N-word. So it's okay. Get your money. Use your freedom of speech.
You just wanna feel. Nobody can tell me what to do.
But just remember, the people you attacking ain't gotta take that shit. The people you using that N-word against ain't gotta take that shit. And where I'm from, and apparently in Holly Springs, they put boot to ass over the goddamn N-word. So please, exercise your freedom of speech. But I beg you, don't play victim after. Don't do it. Don't call the cops. Don't press charges. Stand on that N-word. What you should do is go back to the bar the next day and use it again after you get your ass whooped. Show motherfuckers you stand on it, and guess what? They'll get tired of beating your ass, because I know it's black folks. We lazy. We just ain't gonna keep beating the ass of a motherfucker who begging for an ass whooping. After a while, we'll be like, you know what? This motherfucker just crazy. Let him be.
The guy walked in and he was very aggressive.
Miles Stone says he was at CJ's Lounge on Memphis Street late Saturday night into Sunday morning.
Other guys in the area was listening, trying to remain calm. We asked them, they asked for him to leave quietly.
But police say the man continued to call the patrons the N-word. Holly Springs police provided another video of the man outside the bar.
So police got all these videos and you still trying to treat him like the victim? At what point do we all, take accountability? White people want blacks to take accountability, right? Y'all want us to stop blaming y'all for our downfall. Y'all want us to stop blaming Donald Trump for our downfall. Won't y'all take accountability for your homeboy? Won't y'all all say your homeboy deserved that ass whooping? It's all good. You not a bad person, or you not turning on your race because you saying this guy deserved that ass whooping. I think Pookie and Ray Ray should go to jail. I think Pookie and Ray Ray is doing more damage to the goddamn ghetto than white people. I'm not afraid to say that.
Speaking erratically, throwing what investigators believe to be gang signs.
When they was scuffling and stuff outside, he was still trying to fight. He still was saying the N-word, N-word. Man, F-U-Ns, F-U-Ns.
Officers say the attackers used poles and sticks to beat him. So you don't think this is a problem spot?
I do not think. I think it's a positive spot.
But Holly Springs police disagree. The police chief estimates they've been to some 30 calls over the last 3 months CJ's has been open. They say there have been fights.
Now, here's where the police in that town is full of shit. And let's be honest, I like Donald Trump, but Donald Trump just gave police power to whoop ass. Donald Trump just gave police power to put boot to ass. So, black folks, be careful, because they gonna put boot to ass and they not gonna be held accountable. But it's funny how this bar was open up until this night, till this dude got his ass kicked. Now, all of a sudden, they didn't have this license, they didn't have this license. But y'all claim y'all been there several times. So y'all didn't give a fuck until this man got boots to ass. But guess what?
Guns found inside and a man shot in the foot. The chief tells me they're pushing the district attorney to declare it a nuisance.
I'm not standing for anything like that. However, we have to live with our choices, and he made a choice by going into there aggressively, and he has to live with the choice he's made.
What you say? What happened, big man? Go back. What happened? What you said?
He has to live with the choice he's made.
He had to live with the choice.
He made a choice by going into there aggressively. Choices, and he made a choice by going into there aggressively, and he has to live with the choice he's made. We have to live with our choices. However, we have to...
White people, listen. You can say the N-word. You can do whatever you want, but listen to this young brother right here, what he said.
Like that. However, we have to live with our choices, and he made a choice by going into there aggressively, and he has to live with the choice he's made.
Back out live here in Marshall County. Again, you're taking a look at that letter that was placed on the door. We should mention that police tell us right now they have a person of interest who they would like to speak with. Meanwhile, if you were here, you have information, you're asked to call the Holly Springs Police Department.
So, there you have it. Is it freedom of speech using the N-word? Hell yeah. You can use it all the fuck you want. You know why? But please stand on it. Don't play victim after, because those same people you using that word, they got the same prerogative you got. They got the same rights you got, and they can exercise it whenever they want. So if they decide to put boots to your ass, stand on it. Don't call the police. Don't play victim. Own it. White community, own it. Like I always say, I present you with the facts. I give you my opinion on those facts. And if you like how I do that, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. If you're a supporter of the channel, much love and respect goes out to you. I salute. And if you're one of these haters out here supporting this type of behavior and you want to go running around using the N-word and thinking there's no consequences, cut the shit. That